Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Grady with Schizoid Gaming. I was wanting to make a little video here because it's been a few weeks now that the video or that the channel has been up and running successfully with one video a day. I'm actually legitimately excited right now. I just finished a recording session for Illusion of Gaia, which, oh my god, dude. It has been years since I played that game, and I have missed it terribly. I didn't realize how much I missed it. That game meant so much to me as a kid, and being able to play it again for you guys is phenomenal. So I wanted to say thank you. I'm straightening up my chair here a little bit. I wanted to say thank you for watching my videos. For as many as you've watched so far, which I know there haven't been very many people watching my videos, and that's fine. For those who have, thank you. I've started doing this channel mostly to kind of, get back into the gaming community. But lately, I've been making videos so I can play more games. It's a lot of fun. It's been a long time since I played some of these games. It's been years since I played, for example, Illusion of Gaia. And to be able to play it again like this is a huge deal to me. So, having an audience to play for really just gives me an excuse to play the games again. And for that, I thank you. It's a load of fun. The next recording session I do, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but the next recording session I do, I'm probably going to beat Illusion of Gaia, which gives you some idea of how quickly I've been getting through these videos. So I think I'm on episode like 30 or something now of Illusion of Gaia, which is ridiculous. But at the same time, it's like, it's still shorter than Star Fox Adventures will be. It's still shorter than Metroid Prime will be, and many of the other games that I have planned. So it's still short, but it's been a fun experience, and I wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you guys have been having a lot of fun. I hope you guys have been having as much fun as I have. I know my commentary is severely lacking, and I'm going to try and fix that. I'm going to look into various things I can talk about during these episodes. I talked a little bit towards the end there about anime that I like, which I may continue to do. I used to be a huge anime fan. I'm not so much anymore, but I used to be, so that may be a thing I talk about later. I don't know. Obviously, I'm a The Last Unicorn fan, so I may talk about that. I may talk about other movies that I really like, or other TV shows, or other video games even. Whatever. I need to come up with some idea of what I'm actually going to talk about, because talking about nothing is obviously not going to work. I'm really excited right now because I went through some of my stuff. I'm still looking for one game in particular out of the stuff from my Super Nintendo that is still missing, and that game is Star Fox. Unfortunately, I know that the Star Fox series is the one series that a lot of people are really interested in seeing me continue. Not just Star Fox Adventures, but the other Star Fox games in the franchise. I don't have Star Fox 64. I have it in 3D, but I don't have it for the actual N64. That's the one game in the entire franchise that I don't have until now, when my Star Fox copy went missing. So it's probably somewhere in Socorro. It might be in my stuff here still. There's still some stuff I haven't gone through that I brought back from Socorro last week. And because my car's in the shop right now, and you'll hear all about that in some of the later Illusion of Gaia videos, my car's in the shop, so if I left it in the car by accident, it's either in the car or somebody stole it. So, oops. I hope that it's still in the car if it's in the car. I don't think it's in the car, though. There's a possibility that it is. On my drive back from Socorro, a lot of the stuff that was sitting in the passenger side seat, which is where all the stuff was sitting that I brought back from Socorro, a lot of it spilled over into the side of the car. So there's probably some stuff hiding out underneath the seat that I still haven't been able to find because I haven't looked. So I need to look through there. I need to look through the stuff that I did bring in before I took the car to the shop. So it might be in my stuff still. But in any event, while I was looking for it in the stuff that I knew was Super Nintendo stuff, I found a game that I thought was lost forever. Because I didn't find it in any of the stuff, in any of my stuff, or in any of my friends' stuff, who had been taking care of my Super Nintendo this whole time. I didn't find it in any of that stuff, and that game was SimCity. And I'm pretty sure I grabbed Star Fox out of his stuff, but I honestly don't remember. Anyway, SimCity for the Super Nintendo, I thought was gone forever. I found the box. I still have a lot of the boxes for a lot of these games, which I'm really excited about, because now it's like, those are collector's items, and I held on to them. But anyway, I didn't have a whole lot of Super Nintendo games growing up. A lot of the games that I had were board games or TV show games, like Jeopardy or Clue or Monopoly, Super Battleship, Wheel of Fortune, games like that, which I do still have. But of course, they're not terribly, fun to play as a console game. But then there was SimCity, and SimCity, oh my god, I used to play that game for the Super Nintendo. I used to play that game for hours upon hours upon hours upon days upon weeks at a time. I'd go to school, come back home from school, play SimCity. Go to sleep, wake up, play SimCity. Go to school, come back from school, play SimCity. So, while I was digging through my boxes of Super Nintendo stuff, underneath literally everything, in a place that I didn't think anything was still kept, I found SimCity. And it was so amazing to find it again. I don't think I'm going to play it for the channel, or if I do, it's going to be like a one-off, because it's not a really fun game to watch somebody play. There's very little actual story to it, and it's a whole lot it's city planning. That's what it is. It's SimCity. So, it's not very interesting to watch somebody play that game. So I'm probably, if I do play it for the channel, it's going to be a one-off. But I was so excited to find it in the first place that I'm looking forward to being able to play that game again. Among that same stuff, in that same little pile of stuff underneath literally everything else in my Super Nintendo box, my jaw doesn't work very well right now. I've been talking for the past recording session. Anyway, in the same pile of stuff, in the very bottom of the Super Nintendo box, I found the map that came with Illusion of Gaia. Like, just, I can't express how amazing that is. It is. It's phenomenal that I was able to find that. Something else that I thought was lost forever. And nobody else, literally nobody else has a copy of this map. So it's like, oh my god. So I might try and scan it in at some point in the near future so I can upload it to GameFAQs or something for posterity purposes, because it really is. It's an amazing map. Is it necessary to finish the game? No. Does it really give you any more information that you didn't already know? No. The flip side of the map gives you a bestiary of what all enemies and stuff is in the game, and it gives you an HP list and all that, so that's kind of useful, I guess, but most of that's already on GameFAQs. And the map itself, all it does is point out where each individual item is in relation to each other. Or, well, not individual item. Each individual location is in relation to each other. It doesn't give you a map of, for example, Mount Cress, which would be really useful, but it doesn't. But it does give you a world map, so that's neat, even if it's not terribly useful. Hey, bud, you woke up. He was asleep for part of the playthrough just now. I don't remember if I talked about it or not, but he was asleep. He was tuckered out. Poor guy, huh? Oh, he's tired. And he's upset because I'm talking to somebody who isn't here. So yeah, I'm really excited that I found SimCity. I still need to find Star Fox, like I said. So if I do continue with other Star Fox games, it's going to be after I beat Star Fox Adventures. So it's not going to be for a little while anyway. But and I know I've gotten questions. Am I going to start Star Fox Assault? And the answer is probably, certainly eventually. As I continue to produce videos, that would be something neat to do, is to go in and do Star Fox Assault after Star Fox Adventures. I'm just not sure how far after Star Fox Adventures it's going to be. I do want to finish Star Fox Adventures. I want to finish Metroid Prime, and I want to finish Illusion of Gaia. Illusion of Gaia is going to be the first thing I finish, easily. Just to give you an idea of the time frame I'm looking at here, Illusion of Gaia will be finished probably before the end of August. I don't know if you guys will see the end of it before the end of August, but you know, I will have finished it before the end of August. Star Fox Adventures will probably be the next thing I finish, followed by Metroid Prime. I am not going to start a new game, a fourth game, until I finish one of these three. So once I finish Illusion of Gaia, I might start up another game. I'm not sure what yet. You know, with all the stuff that I got with my Super Nintendo when I finally got it back. Let's see here. What games did I get? I got all the games I listed already. You know, Clue and Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy and Battleship and all that stuff. So I could do one-offs of any of those. Because they're, like I said, they're not fun to play. They're not really fun to watch either. But I don't know. You know, if you're interested in seeing me play one of those, let me know. Absolutely. And if there's another game that you're interested in seeing me play, also let me know. I want to know. You know, I have fun playing games in general, and playing games for an audience is actually a lot of fun too. I've been having a lot of fun with that. So if there's a game you want to see, do let me know. Comments are a great way of letting me know. If you find me on Google+, just look for Schizoid Gaming. The page there should be able to, you know, convey some sort of information. You know, let me know. Some way, let me know. Other games that I have for the Super Nintendo now, Jurassic Park, which is probably going to be a game I play at some point. Killer Instinct, which if I play it, it's going to be a one-off. Let's see. Oh, Super Off-Road the Baja. I forgot about that. Oh, man, I used to love the hell out of that game. That's another one that if I play it, it might be a one-off. I might do a short series to play through the Baja 1000. But I don't know. We'll find out. I used to have a lot of fun with that game because you could run over people. You're not supposed to, and you're strongly encouraged not to, but I used to do it all the time anyway. So that was a lot of fun. Let's see here. What else do we got? SimCity, Killer Instinct. Well, I mean, I've got other games. Spawn. Spawn is actually a game I haven't played yet. I've owned it for a long time. It was the last game that I got for the Super Nintendo was Spawn, and I opened it, but I never actually played it. You know, Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Let's see here, what else? Zoop, which is another game I've never played. There were others, I'm sure. I just brain fart right now. Yeah, I may go ahead and start on some Nintendo games too. The NES. I've been meaning to actually, and this might be the next game I play, is Shadowgate. Shadowgate was actually the first game I wanted to play for the channel, and I never did. Because I started on Star Fox Adventures because I was like, hey, Star Fox Adventures. And then I started on Metroid Prime, and when I started Metroid Prime, it was like, I really ought to only play 2 games at once, so, you know. But then I got burned out on both of them very, very quickly. Sorry, I'm messing with the cat with my hands. I'm loving on him because he's in my lap. Let's see here, what else? So Shadowgate's probably going to be the next game I play. I like the idea of playing through Shadowgate with all the death scenes, which was, like I said, that was actually the original plan for the first series of videos for this channel, was to play through Shadowgate and show all the different deaths that you can get. It's a really easy game to die in, but it's a really hard game to get all the deaths in. You have to really try for some of them. So, you know, I may play that, I may not. Again, if you want to see me play it, let me know. Tell me in the comments. What else? Gauntlet, Metroid. I don't have... Well, no, I do have Super Metroid, but it's not for the Super Nintendo. It's for the Wii. So I have to go into the Wii U and into the special Wii emulator part of the Wii U and get it out. But once I do that, yeah, I could play Super Metroid. Actually, that sounds like it might be something that I could do for fun. Like, really have a lot of fun playing that game. It would be nice to be able to play it on the Super Nintendo, but playing it on the Wii is just as good. I've got the old classic controller, the one that they had to drop production of because they were sued. I have one, so it's the perfect game to play Super Nintendo or the perfect controller rather to play Super Nintendo games with. So Super Metroid would be a game that I could play on relatively short order even, and still have a lot of fun playing it, and still, you know, have a lot of fun giving it to you guys. A mountain of N64 games. I don't even want to list all of them, and most of them I haven't played. So, you know, there's a lot of games there that I haven't played. I've got Banjo-Kazooie that I haven't played. Banjo-Tooie, same thing, haven't played it. I don't remember if I've got Super Mario 64. I may or may not. I certainly haven't played that, if I do have it. Paper Mario. I've played a little bit of Paper Mario, actually, so that one won't be new, but, you know, it's a game that I could play for the channel if people want to see it. I mentioned before already that I don't have Star Fox 64 for the N64. Sorry. I can look for it if people really want to see me play it, because I'm not going to play the 3DS version for this channel. I'm sorry. I don't really have a capture device for the 3DS, and I kind of don't want to start looking for one, because I've heard they're kind of a pain in the ass. Actually, if you've been watching Game Grumps' Pokemon Art Academy series, the very first episodes show you that, yeah, it's kind of a pain to get those to work. So I'm not going to bother with that for right now. Oh, the Super Game Boy, which is that's the game that I really want to start next. Is the next game I forgot all about this. The next game I had planned for the channel, the cat finally jumped out of my lap, was Metroid 2, Return of Samus for the Game Boy. Going to be played with the Super Game Boy on the Super Nintendo, as opposed to with the Game Boy Player on the GameCube, which I could also do, but the Super Game Boy's neater, so I'm going to play with that. I know that something that I've noticed, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have noticed this by now, it's really annoying with the Super Nintendo, is there's a bit of a jitter where the screen jitters back and forth. I think it has something to do with the converter I'm using, because the capture card I'm using only does HDMI input, so I have to convert the composite video to HDMI, and the only way to do that, there's a little converter box that I've got that does it, and I think that converter box is what's causing the jittering. I know I've played Star Fox with it, and I've noticed a little bit, or not Star Fox Adventures with it, and there's a little bit of a jitter with that too. It's not as bad, or at least it's not as noticeable, because there's a lot more going on the screen at any given time, so it doesn't feel as bad, but it's pretty bad. So, I don't know. I think it is that device. I'm not going to change anything right now. I still don't have the device, the capture device that I was going to use for my RF devices, the Atari 2600, the Atari 5200, and the Famicom. They only output RF. They don't output composite video or anything that can be converted into another form of video. They only output a TV signal, so I have to have a special converter, or a special capture device for that. And the device that I'm looking at will also be able to capture composite video, so I may try that out. It just depends on what we do. I'm not too concerned about it right now, because that's going to be in the future. I talked about this a little bit in one of my videos, one of my playthrough videos with Illusion of Gaia. I'm waiting on the bank to call me back about something. Relatedly, right now, my funds are almost zero. So, between what I'm trying to get the bank to do and my car being in the shop, I have no funds at all for this next pay period. So any purchases related to the channel, i.e. that capture device that I'm talking about, are going to be a little bit later. So it may not be until even the end of August, rather, before it may not even be until the end of September, because I got plans for September. So, you know, they're well in advance of now, but I have plans for September. So there's stuff going on that's going to make it difficult to do these things. So, yeah, the things like the Atari 2600, Atari 5200, the Famicom, games on any of those three systems, they're going to have to wait. Sorry. I do want to play some of any of those in the near future, but it's going to have to wait. So, anyway, I've rambled on now for 23 and a half minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. What else? I really don't think there's anything else for me to talk about right now. There's not a whole lot else going on. I need to look for Star Fox. I need to find, you know, all my stuff. It's probably here. If it's not here, it's in the car. If it's not in the car and it's not here, then it's in Socorro. And you know, I may talk to the guy who was holding my stuff and be like, hey, you know, can you look through your stuff and find Star Fox or something like that? Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out when I can't find it. In the meantime, the thing with the bank is actually related to Socorro, so if the thing with the bank goes through, I can go back to Socorro and, you know, I can talk to this guy again and be like, hey, you know, actually it's related to why I was in Socorro last week to begin with. So, yeah. What else to talk about? No, I was going to end the video, wasn't I? Sorry, guys. Alright, it's almost 25 minutes in, so I'm going to end the video here. Recap next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing an awful lot of Illusion of Gaia. It's because I've been having a lot of fun playing it. I am going to come back to Star Fox Adventures. It's probably going to be the next game I finish, followed by Metroid Prime. And yeah, I did say, you know, I want to finish Star Fox Adventures before I start any other Star Fox games. But with Metroid, I may go ahead and start Metroid 2 before I finish Metroid Prime. I don't know. And something else that I'm kind of hoping to be able to do sometime in the near future is to put up 2 videos per day. If I do that, it's going to be 2 different games per video per day, because I don't want to do 2 of the same game, because that's kind of cheesy. But that is not going to happen right now. It's not going to happen this week, so it's going to happen eventually, probably. But anyway, Illusion of Gaia is going right now. Star Fox Adventures will be finished after that. Once I finish Illusion of Gaia, I'm going to start Metroid 2, not Metroid Prime 2, Metroid 2. And I guess that's it. That's everything that's going on, and that's everything that I talked about. So, until next time, I will see you guys later. Thank you again for watching. I hope you continue to enjoy my videos. Goodbye, everybody.